For the third phase of India's parliamentary election concluded on Tuesday. More than 61% voters exercised their franchise in this phase of election, which covered 93 seats spread over 10 states and 1 union territory. Prime Minister Narendra Modi cast his vote at Ahmedabad in Gujarat.
Voting started for the third phase of general elections in India in most of the constituencies at 7 in the morning and concluded at 6 in the evening, barring some exceptions in northeastern states and left-wing extremism-affected areas. Prime Minister cast his vote at Nishan Higher Secondary School in Ahmedabad, which falls under the Gandhinagar Lok Sabha seat. Union Home Minister Amit Shah is contesting from this parliamentary constituency. After casting his vote, Prime Minister spoke to the media and urged people to come out and cast their vote in record numbers to make this election more vibrant.
आज तीसरे चरण का मतदान है। मैं देशवासियों को विशेष रूप से आग्रह करूंगा कि लोकतंत्र में मतदान ये सामान्य दान नहीं है। हमारे देश में दान का एक महात्म्य है और उसी भाव से देशवासी ज्यादा से ज्यादा मतदान करें।
In this phase, polling took place in 93 parliamentary constituencies spread across 10 states and 1 union territory, which include 25 seats in Gujarat, 14 in Karnataka, 11 in Maharashtra, 10 seats in Uttar Pradesh, 9 seats in Madhya Pradesh, 7 in Chhattisgarh, 5 in Bihar, 4 seats each in Assam and West Bengal, and 2 seats each in Goa and the Union Territory of Dadra, Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. Long queues of voters were seen at different polling booths. Among them, particularly the youth and women voters were very much enthusiastic.
The development of the area, and it is very important to vote your candidate so that you can get better opportunities in your local area and all over India.
I think it's my right to vote here since I'm a citizen here, so I think everyone should cast their vote, at least irrespective of whom you vote for, but at least you have to cast your right. That's what I feel.
I think we want to change something, and there is a need for change, and we see that happening, so it is better to vote or cast.
Some of the prominent candidates whose political fate got sealed in the EVMs today include senior BJP leaders Amit Shah, Mansukh Mandavia, Jyotiraditya Scindia, Prahlad Joshi, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Basavaraj Bommai, Congress leaders Digvijay Singh, Samajwadi Party leader Dimple Yadav, and NCP Sharad Pawar faction leader Supriya Sule. A large number of foreign delegates also witnessed India's polling process and its management. 75 delegates from 23 countries visited polling stations in 6 states as part of the International Election Visitor Program. Raghav Jha's report for DD India.
Polling was held for 4 seats of West Bengal. The state is notorious for poll violence and some of it did play out, but no casualties were reported. Gautam Roy reports from Murshidabad.
In West Bengal, 2 of the 4 seats polling in the third phase of the national election saw sporadic incidents. Jangipur's BJP candidate Dhananjay Ghosh had an altercation with the Trinamool booth president and Murshidabad Left Congress Alliance candidate and CPM Politburo member Mohammad Salim tangled with some TMC candidates. Some crude bomb blasts were also reported in the seats, but no casualties were reported. TMC supporters also targeted BJP's Dakshin Malda candidate Shrirupa Mitra Chaudhary at a polling booth.
TMC के पदाधिकारी है, उन्होंने भीड़ इकट्ठा किया और जो पोलिंग स्टेशन का मेन जो एंट्रेंस है, एंट्रेंस को घेर लिया और वहाँ पे पॉलिटिकल स्लोगन शाउट करना शुरू किया और वो स्लोगन शाउटिंग के माध्यम से वो जितने वोटर वहाँ पे है उनको ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन हो रहा था और उनके अंदर एक फियर भय की वार्ता दे रहे थे.
Elsewhere, the polling on the 4 West Bengal seats was largely peaceful. In the Gangetic Plains area where minorities dominate, people of all communities and age groups stepped out of their homes since early morning to exercise their democratic right.
Muslims are more in Murshidabad than Hindus, but all is well here.
मेरा कंट्री के लिए जो नेता
I only expect changes in the country, so I voted from my heart. As a student, I need employment. I only need that.
Despite crude bomb blasts, clashes and altercations, the 4 seats that went to polls in the third phase of West Bengal can be said to have polled largely peacefully. The figures for 5 p.m. for the turnout is 73.93%, but by the time the final figures come out, West Bengal will probably set a new record in terms of its turnout and will turn out to be a true flag bearer of India's thriving democracy. With camera person Uttam Singh, Gautam Roy, Murshidabad, DD India.
Meanwhile, polls closed for the third phase of India's election in 10 seats of Uttar Pradesh. Amritpal Singh reports from Sambhal.
In what was a largely peaceful voting came to an end at 6 p.m. for the 10 constituencies of Uttar Pradesh that went to polls on Tuesday. Voters turned out in large numbers since morning. First-time voters, youngsters, senior citizens, women, people from all communities came out and voted.
For the development of the area, and it is very important to vote your candidate so that you can get better opportunities in your local area and all over India.
चुनाव उससे कर रहा हूँ सन 53 में हुआ था पहला चुनाव अब तब कर रहा हूँ बराबर.
Barring a few incidents like a mild lathi charge at a polling booth here in Sambhal where I am, or the incident of Shivpal Yadav being asked to leave his son Aditya's constituency in Badaun, citing ECI rules that no outsider is permitted in the constituency on the day of polling. Otherwise, it was a largely peaceful voting. Now, the fate of these candidates is sealed in the EVMs, which shall be opened on the 4th of June, and they would know their fate. With cameraman Yogesh Kumar, this is Amritpal Singh for DD India in Sambhal, Uttar Pradesh.
Excitement was in the air as Assam's first-time voters exercised their franchise. Tapas Bhattacharya has more from Guwahati.
Notwithstanding the inclement weather, people in Assam came out in large numbers to exercise their franchise in the third and the last phase of election. The 4 Lok Sabha constituency in Assam, which went to poll on Tuesday in the third phase, recorded huge voter turnout and by and large was quite peaceful.
It was a really very great experience because it was my first vote. It was a great experience here. So I came with my sister and we don't have to wait for much long time, and it was my first vote. Yeah, it was a great experience.
Approximately 81 lakh voters were eligible to exercise their franchise to decide the electoral fate of 47 candidates in the third and the final phase of polling. Now they will wait for 4th of June to know their fate. With camera person Naveen, this is Tapas Bhattacharya for DD India from Guwahati, Assam.